And during wet, dry season, Ganga's flow can be augmented by 4 to 5 times because the stored water can be released for generation, and that can be utilized for irrigation and many other purposes. Navigation can be augmented, navigation can be promoted. I think this is a huge potential that we have in Nepal. I think the water resources management during the era of 1980s also, there were many studies done jointly by Bangladesh and Nepal and India also. If we can build these reservoir projects in cascade in different river basins, that can support to this region. And prosperity of the region depends on the water resources management of this region. And for this, geological study is very important. Nepal's geological study is different in different areas, Himalayas and hilly areas and plain areas. So this geological study will provide water security, food security, and energy security also. So we have been discussing with Bangladesh to jointly develop one of the project, Sunkosi Third, for last 3 to 4 years. Recently also, by this time, our secretaries and Bangladesh secretaries are in meeting in Bangladesh. And this is one of the agenda, that how we can develop jointly one project, Sunkosi Third, almost 700 megawatt, in collaboration, maybe tripartite collaboration in Indian counterpart also. So if we can develop one of the project in Nepal, reservoir project, that can build a strong collaboration between Bangladesh and Nepal. We can develop many hydropower projects, reservoir, especially reservoir projects for water security and food security, also energy security. That will definitely support India and Bangladesh also in flood control, irrigation, and navigation also. So I request Bangladesh delegates to explore these opportunities for regional cooperation and regional prosperity. At last, I would like to thank the organizer for inviting me in this August gathering. I hope this summit will bring very much fruitful results, fruitful decisions, and Nepal and Bangladesh and international community should be very much very much interested to solve the problem in Himalayas geology. We have disaster due to gulf. We have disaster due to flood, flash floods. Due to climate change, Nepal is at the risk because of flood and gulf outburst. So we would like to request international community for de-risking and investing in geological studies and getting some solution of Gulf outburst in Himalayan region like Nepal. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Now I would like to request Professor Dr. Kumod Rajkafli, the chair of the session, to provide the token of appreciation to our chief guest. We now have the privilege of hearing the President of IAEG, Dr. Vasilis Marinos, who will deliver a brief presentation highlighting the global works and impact of IAEG community. Over to you.
Hello, dear distinguished guests, Ambassador of Bangladesh, Vice Chancellors, Chair of the national groups of Nepal, of the Nepal Society of Engineering and Geology, National Group of Bangladesh, Vice President of ISSMGE for Asia, dear colleagues and friends. This is a very, very important event for IAEG. Every 2 years we host an Asian regional conference. We host regional conferences all over the world. So this is, after 2 years, a big effort and more for many, many people in keep bringing us here to communicate, to promote, to present our scientific advancements and discuss where engineering geology stands, how we can promote it further, how we can protect it, how we can secure, and how we can see the vision and succeed many of our challenges. With this presentation, I would like to show you, together with the executive, what have we done the last years for the IAEG, for the engineering geology, and for all of you. So first of all, thank you very much for being here. I know that we all feel, many of us geologists feel very comfortable of being in this environment. So in this case, I always put this introductory presentation that says that our mission to promote, encourage the advancement of engineering geology through research, innovation, and technological activities. We are an international association of national groups, of 75 national groups, and we are more than 6,500 members. So I wish to start that we are a member of the wider Geoengineering Association. We are not ourselves standing alone. We are a part of a bigger family, of the geoengineering family, and initially the geotechnical engineering in the 30s, the previous century, started an international association of ISSMGE, and then after two big disasters of Malpasset dam failure in France and Vaillon dam failure in Italy, the necessity for engineering geology, which was not defined at that time, and rock mechanics rose. So the geology, the need for a very good comprehensive geological information translated for engineering solving problems gave birth to IAEG. So here we are after these two disasters. And we would think that we stopped pursuing, answering why engineering geology is important to all these geoengineering aspects, but you know very well, all practitioners, many of you, and academicians, that this is not true. This is a constant strangling effort, putting engineering geology and securing from our side as international association, because this is our scope, how we can preserve the core values of engineering geology, our main competencies. So this is a definition because, you know, all over the part of the world, when I go to Latin America or go to Northern America or go to Australasia, Europe, Africa, engineering geology and geological engineering, you saw in the title, it doesn't say engineering geology, it says geological engineering. I was a little bit confused, but you can now see the definitions. So in some other parts, engineering geology is not called engineering geology, it may be called geological engineering, but in any case, this is a definition, so if you see yourself working on that, then you definitely work with engineering geologists or you're one of them. So the key benefits of IAEG is networking, professional development, technical leadership, promotion, and resources, and this is, we would say, the key benefits of all non-profitable international associations in geoengineering. So I'm not gonna analyze those, so I skip that. But I wanted to introduce that we are a big team in the executive, people very experienced from all over the world. So not only General Secretary and Treasurer, but many Vice Presidents and ex-officio members working for IAEG, working voluntarily for IAEG. So I would want to highlight that we give a very, very big effort into promoting IAEG and advancing, let's say, with the current status and the current challenges, our profession. So the tasks and actions of the last years were, let's say, listed in all of these tasks. I'm not gonna repeat them. You can scan it by yourself. And many, many of them, we, let's say, process them in a different kind of percentage, but we're working in many, many issues, and I would like to highlight some of them in my today's presentation here. So we have a strategic plan where we have committees working in different aspects, in different challenges that we have, how we can promote IAEG, and this actually happened in 2017 in ARC. This strategic plan was developed, I think was in 2017 here in Kathmandu again. So we follow this strategic plan and we set all, let's say, the immediate or long-term or mid-term targets, and we try to pursue it. So we have two very competent groups in IAEG working for IAEG. So we have the Young Engineering Geology Group, and you will see that they will run our booth of engineering geology, so please go through the booth to see what we are doing and to share all the information you may need. So this is a very active group of IAEG, and we are very, very proud for the Human and Engineering Geology Group. We have a great need to highlight the importance of the human and engineering geology and to promote this involvement in all stages, not only the heart of the problem, but also the head of the problem. So there is a work session today after 2 o'clock. We invite you to join that, and of course a IAEG session tomorrow. So this is a very, very active group also of IAEG promoting engineering geology, but also, in particular, women in engineering geology. So about membership. Right now we are 75 national groups. We are missing some, very few in Asia actually, so we are very happy about that, and we would like to congratulate all the previous and the current vice president for bringing these national groups and regional groups in IAEG. We have a lot of work to do in Africa and some few in Latin America, but you will see that a very big proportion of our members comes from Asia. And this happened the last 3 years, actually. So this 31, 32% from Asia, this very high number comes after a big effort of our vice presidents. And you see all the numbers up to August 2025 of all over the world, and you see some spikes, and one of them is our hosts. So we congratulate them. And you see here the increase and decrease in some areas. So you see the Asia at the end of that chart, and you see where we need to work more and when we are very, very satisfied. And you see the growth of membership in Asia, which looks very, very well. And the increase in the last 3 years of 54%. So this number is actually very, very large, and we are very happy. But we also needs to secure that, maintain, and even grow that. And this number is mainly, as I told you, you see the growth here in Asia. And this comes from a very, very active group of the Nepal Society of Engineering Geology, which is the 5th worldwide, if you divide that per million of inhabitants. Try to put some numbers there and compare it with others. And we have a very, very large group of young engineering geology in Nepal. So we are very, very happy about that. As far as Bangladesh, it's a very large group, depending, again, if we compare it with millions of inhabitants. So this is a more recent in IAEG group, but you see that the members are looking very, very good, so we congratulate them also. So we have a campaign, why become a member in IAEG, and we will promote it more this year with certain videos. Why be a member? Why serve your community? Why serve your profession? And if we don't do that, then how we can proceed? And that's why we did a campaign for the young engineering geology. So these numbers, you see, it is our future. So it's not just new members, it is new young members. So it is very, very important. It is very, very important for our foundation to have 1,400 members within our association looking our future. So I would like to highlight that. So education and training, we do a lot of, we are very proud of our summer school in Aosta, in our Alps, in Italy. And the National Group of Italy support that for many years. This is the IAEG summer school. Daniel Jordan, who is responsible for that, and his team, they are doing a fantastic job. We received 106 applications for PhD student last year. It was a very successful summer school, not only in the lecture rooms, but also in the field. And then the YAEGs are looking for webinars every 2 months. So please follow that. Our workshops, which is a very, very fundamental thing to do, to train. We have many, many technical committees, and some of them, they are doing fantastic work. And we need to push also the other technical commissions, train our members with these similar workshops. So yesterday, we had the honor to do 2 of them, and these were very, very successful. And I wish to congratulate and thank all the volunteerings helping on that, and our sponsors. And We celebrated the 60 years of IAG last year, so we were very happy in Dubrovnik, in Croatia. We had a wonderful time. And in Chile, in La Serena, a joint event with ISSMG. And now, all of you that work in engineering geology, they have locked this event. This is our World Congress, 1 in 4 years. So we're looking next year to meet all of us, all the global community, in a legendary geotechnical institution of TU Delft in a fairy tale, small city, university city in Delft, Netherlands. So engineering geology in a rapidly changing world. And there has been a recent call for papers, so please follow that link and participate, contribute, and be a member, an active member of our IAEG events. Another very important event is large, which is a joint technical committee, 1 in 3, in the Federation of Geoengineering with ISSMG, ISRM, and IGS. And IAEG, we have joint technical commissions, so one with landslides and the other for education. We are meeting in Queenstown in New Zealand, and this will be a fantastic event, and this will be an actual evidence of this joint collaboration. So we are doing a lot of promotional with social media. I know that people from Nepal are very fond of that, and I see that they follow us wherever we go, and we are very happy, and we're asking you to do the same. Through the IAEG website, you can find a lot of material, open access material for our members. So please visit the website resources. You receive the IAEG newsletter, 4 issues a year, from our Secretary General Fachuan Wu, Professor Fachuan Wu. And we ask you to give all the materials, all the activities you have in your countries. And every week you receive from our past president, honorary president, Professor Scott Burns, a connector. And of course, we are very proud of our journal. In the spring year, our official journal of IAEG, Bulletin of Engineering, Geology and the Environment. You see the metrics, it goes very well. We try to promote the geographical distribution of not only original papers, but also technical papers, case studies. We can promote that, we can visit that. And this is very, very important that in IAEG, we have adopted an equity, diversity, and inclusion policy, a code of conduct. And we have shared to all of our members. It is in our website. So it is very, very important for all the IAEG officers and members to follow that. And we are very proud of that. We have collaborations with many sister societies. As we told, we are not alone in this community, so we have a very, very close, and this is a picture from Goa, India, in October last month, trying to communicate, and this works very, very well, what we are doing, what other associations are doing, where can we collaborate. It is very, very important. To promote IAEG, it is an honor, really, as a president. It is an exhausting job, but it is a rewarding job. And this meeting here really gives all the reward. It is an evidence of all the hospitality and meeting so many people wherever we go, and speaking about engineering geology scientifically, but also as the future of our association. So let me just scroll that, and this is just from the few months. And I would like to urge you to participate in our technical commissions, mainly our YEG and WEG people, because these technical commissions, some of them, they need boosting. So we need young people, early career people to help them. So I will need 2-3 minutes to finish. Our role in engineering geology in our association is not just collecting fees and going to the events, it's also protecting our profession and highlighting the next steps and highlighting which are the responsibilities, which are the potentials, which are the possibilities, but also how we can preserve our core values. our competencies. So we are in a changing world right now we're living, and we will see that many sessions are in the core discipline of our, of course, because it is an IAEG event. So we live in a hazardous world, and we have done many things already, and through the urbanization, infrastructure demand, we see the engineering geology is all over this urban challenge and the necessity for resilient design, underground space development. And the contribution of engineering geology to that can be through mapping, ground investigation, geohazard assessment, risk mitigation, and supporting sustainable and safe infrastructure design. So we have made huge steps, as association, 60 years. We made huge steps in putting numbers in geology, so are not describing also, we try to put numbers through site investigation methods, through site investigation, hazard mapping, monitoring, and education. So we are very proud of that. However, we need to go back and see what an engineering geology does. And engineering geology, first of all, has to follow the geology in engineering geology. So it has all the aspects of a geologist, and then it has all the collaboration, and when it goes into a stress, into a failure mechanism, into a problem, it's also about problem solving. So provide the accurate numbers, provide the failure mechanisms to engineering problems. So shifting engineering geology more, let's say, to surface, to geomorphology, and isolate our role into that is not a good way to go through. We need to secure and keep our engineering geology role on that. So this is something I needed to highlight. And the role of geological model into that. Everything starts from the engineering geology model. We never should forget about that. And not about only the surface, but also what happens below the surface, and how is the ground, and how the ground works. So we need to highlight to our young engineering geology colleagues, our early careers, that all these new tools, the technological advancements, are really valuable tools, and we need them, and we use them. But these are tools. We should never forget our real competence, understanding how is the ground and how the ground works. So before ending my presentation, we have roadblocks that we face, and we need to highlight it when we go further, when we proceed, when we say we are doing well. But we need also to secure, not neglect the real scale and avoid the field. Lack of field experience. We see that to our young overconfidence in technology, and then one-dimensional use of tools and AI. Automated data without verification is nightmare, and misuse of new technologies, educational gaps, we see them. Lack of skills transfer between senior geologists and young early career professionals with limited mentoring. We need to work on that, and the workshops help into that. Data gaps and ethical dilemmas and institutional pressures are very, very important. So engineering geology cannot be practiced from behind a screen. And without fieldwork, there is no true, good ground judgment and engineering geological judgment. So I'll skip that one because I've shown that in the past, but we've seen that papers also decline in geology, in engineering geology. So we must educate our future generation. It is our responsibility, and we need to pursue that, and we need to pressure all our institutions to keep that. So resilience begins beneath the surface with engineering geology using a leading how to use technological tools. So I put geology on the top here, and it is obvious why the engineering geological and geotechnical judgment must be always present. So the planned action for the next year is membership retention and growth, setting professional standards and guidelines. This is a must for IAEG, what we are doing in many aspects of our practitioners. Strengthening workshop standards and publication of the technical committees, establishment of the professional membership secretariat service. So you will see that in the next years we will have a professional secretariat service for a better membership support, and then strengthening and expanding the IAEG and the WEG societies. And finally, of course, when our term is finishing, delivering a world-class conference in Delft of engineering geology. So the Asian Regional Conference has a long history. I put some photos to honor the past events because I know that many of you are here and you put your heart, your efforts, your teams delivering this Asian, and we don't forget you, we honor you, and we thank you very much for making things happen. And we see the last one in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and of course here in Kathmandu in 1999, not an ARC, but it was executive and council meetings there. And in Kathmandu in 2005, the fifth Asian Regional Conference of IAEG. And in 2017, the 11th Asian Regional Conference of IAEG. And we have made so many big steps from that time. So finishing my presentation, and thank you for giving me this time, but you know, it is very, very important for IAEG when it goes to the official conferences to give you a general assembly in your region information. It is very, very important to us to show you what we are doing for you. So we would like to express our appreciation to the organizing committee for the great work in organizing the ARC 15. And I have put just some people that they were evident and visible in the screen, but I'm sure that many more will be bring front all these days by our hosts. Wishing you a great IAEG conference and ARC conference. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Marinos. And now I would like to request Engineer Kesav Kumar Sharma, Secretary, Minister of Physical Infrastructure and Transport, to provide his short remarks. Please.
Thank you very much. Chair of the inaugural session, Excellency Ambassador of Bangladesh to Nepal, dignitaries sitting on the dais, respected delegates and participants, and the media persons. I am very much pleased to attend this very important conference on the theme Geological Engineering for Societal and Sustainable Development. The theme of the conference, I think, is very much appropriate for all we development actors. The South Asian region is very much vulnerable for the disasters. In one hand. In another hand, our nations are aggressively developing the infrastructures for meeting the objectives of our plans, aspirations of the people, and to meet the demand of the time. When we talk about the development infrastructures, we develop the roads, bridges, tunnels, dams, every infrastructure we build on the earth. Then we cannot forget the earth, which the geology science deals with. Similarly, the effect of climate change is making our effort of development more challenging to make our infrastructures resilient, and to accommodate the structures already constructed in the past, to retrofit them. So geology, engineering geology is very much important for our development endeavors, I think. Our countries are in the hilly regions, in this region, in the hilly regions we are very much vulnerable for the landslide, and the plain area or coastal area we are very much vulnerable for inundations and floodings. This conference is jointly organized by Nepal and Bangladesh. This can be a typical example. The mountainous country Nepal, we are suffering from the erosions, landslides, and Bangladesh, a coastal country, suffering from the floods and inundations. So this type of joint effort is the demand of time. I am very much happy that the IAEG has been coordinating, bringing together all the engineering geologists all over the world, and it is working actively to provide the solutions for challenges in the engineering geology field. I think we need to revisit our rules, formulae, and the methodology to meet, to tackle with the challenges of climate change in the geological engineering field also. We are having many innovations in civil engineering, in construction, so accordingly we need to accommodate our methodologies, rules, formulae in geological engineering as well. So these types of seminar, conferences, and workshop where the academics, practitioners, researchers, professors are together for finding a common solution, common conclusion, which will be very much beneficial, not only to the universities or practitioner or the researchers, but also to the respective governments and their entire institutions for developing their infrastructures. So I am confident that the conclusion of this academic gathering will be very much useful to the government of Nepal. As a Secretary of the Physical Infrastructure and Transport, I urge the organizers to provide the conclusions and recommendations of this conference to the government so that we can incorporate these recommendations in our policy and practice of infrastructure development. I wish grand success of this 3-day conference, and also I wish pleasant stay of the foreign delegates in this historic and beautiful city of Kathmandu. At the last, but not the least, I am grateful to the organizers for inviting me in this August gathering. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Due to his prior commitment, Engineer Sharma would need to leave us soon. So I would like to request Professor Dr. Kumud Raj Kafle, the chair of the session, to give the token of appreciation to Engineer Kishab Kumar Sarma. Now I would like to request Professor Dr. Achut Prasad Wagle, Vice Chancellor, Kathmandu University, to give his remarks.
Very good morning, Chair of this inaugural session of the conference, His Excellency Ambassador of Bangladesh to Nepal, Chair of IAEG, all the protocol observed, all the distinguished guests and participants. I stand here to congratulate the conference organizers and the participants. My best wishes for the conference, since I don't know anything about engineering. So I have very little to speak, and my office is some 1.5 hours drive from here, and I also have to rush. Having said that, let me make 3 specific points. Listening to all the speeches, it appears that there is a huge need of a large number of geological engineers in the future, whether we are developing the hydropower, testing the seismological aspects, resilience of our Himalayas and the other territories, and also being the Vice Chancellor of the university, we are on the supply side of that manpower. So what I have very often thought is that the science has gradually diverging from the social needs, the compassion to kill people, then save them. So it is good to know the theme is and sustainable development is also considered in scientific community. So that is the great effort and a great departure, I would say. So when it comes, this is an era of interdisciplinarity in academic institutions. We probably need to combine the societal needs in the engineering advancements and technological developments. So we look forward to this support of this learned community in developing timely, futuristic courses in these engineering disciplines. Kathmandu University has got probably the strongest engineering department in terms of innovation, recognition, and the quality. So we are ready to work on that. Second side of the collaboration should be with the scientific community and engineers, policy making, and society. I think that is where we probably have a lot of room left to work together. Whether we talk about the developing hydropower, particularly the reservoir-based projects, the role of the geological engineers is definitely the most important than anything else. When we enter into the new era of clean energy, particularly with the geothermal, new era of technology with chips making using the rare earth, everywhere I think when it comes to sustainability, understanding the pulses of the earth in every aspect of soil, water, or ecology, I think you are the leaders, you are the gods. But my only request is that if the planet, the humanity, and peace do not go together, Earth is not very promising. The future of humanity is not very promising. I'm not making a guess. I'm just pointing you to the 20 wars going on all over the world at present, and engineers and innovators used or misused there. The climate extreme, if we are not capable to educate our next generation, being overexploitative, we are not succeeding. We are gradually failing. So Kathmandu University, as always, is ready to collaborate. I would like to wish all the success of this conference, and in future, Kathmandu University stands ready to collaborate in any aspects of the academic research, publications, collaborations, and seminars. You can count on us. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I have to rush. I'll leave. Thank you.
From your tract is too much longest sea beach in the world, and we have some little mountains and beautiful scenes and scenario. So Bangladesh is also equipped with some thing worth seeing. So this is one issue. So we are very much happy to say that our people-to-people contact, track to diplomacy, business-to-business contact. Last but not let's see that this is a platform, for the first time I am attending this first time, and I'm very much happy to listening to, especially my interaction with the president here. And I just talked to him that this is such a platform, your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, your insights in the common challenges as we are facing in this global planet. So this is still in the formation. You have
We work together to advance geoengineering practices, promote knowledge exchange, and address. The IAEG joined the Federation in 2009, and with the growing recognition of importance of engineering geology in geoengineering profession, the IAEG's role in this federation is also. The current presence, Vasilis Marinos, indeed has been instrumental in delivering the federation agenda as a key member.
Round of applause.